This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Throwing Jones. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now Jones. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Adam Thielen. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A give, Eckler running to the right. This will go for 5 up to the 33. This defense for the Packers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolute phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now Jones on 3rd and 2. That's to his running back, Gainwell. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. From the gun, Jones. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
23 yards on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Khalil Mack. And they're going to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13. Off the play fake, Jones. He wants it all for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. Throwing on first down is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
These two teams all tied after one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 30 yards. And they'll run with ETN. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. They'll try to run with ETN. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack on offense. Sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Back to throw. Jones looking here for Smith downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. Unable to corral him. He fights through. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They go play fake. Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Mahomes. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Cleveland Farrell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Well, that was their third sack of the ball game. Second in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon. Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll try to run with ETN.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Travis Etienne
with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Kick it away following the touchdown.
Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Off play action. Jones.
Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And some room to roam now. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Here's Jones on first down. Airing it out deep for Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Devontae Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. A good game there on first down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Toss left side for Etienne. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. That's good for 28 yards. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Here's a give to ETN. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. One more time with ETN. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On 3rd down, here's ETN. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake. Jones. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Packers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking here for Smith downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have got his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats inbounds.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finds his tight end Ingram. And a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Following the fumble recovery, Jones.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Raymond Calais now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes lets it fly for Thielen. They've got his man complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
55, right there in the middle, 55. You're right.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
They'll run. It's Etienne.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Travis Etienne
with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31.
And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Following the touchdown. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Jones. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
Tell that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jones. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. To throw is Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Now Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Now, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. Here's Jones. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play. And this is recovered by the Packers, so that might just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Green Bay, they moved to a sparkling 15-1 with 1 game still to go in the regular season. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.